Hello guys, so in this video I'll be teaching you how to know your safe period, your cycle length, your ovulation and fertile window. Okay, now out of these things we are going to be learning today, the cycle length is more important because it gives you an idea of these other safe period, ovulation and fertile window. Okay, now starting from safe period. Now, safe period are days where you have minimal chances of getting pregnant. Okay, your chances of getting pregnant are very slim. That's your safe period. Now, the ovulation is just the release of mature secondary oocytes, okay, into the oviduct, and that I will explain later. Now, for fertile window are days where your chances of getting pregnant is very high. Okay, if you want to get pregnant, you need to know the fertile window, so it will help, it will make the process easier. Okay, now cycle length. What is cycle length? Cycle length is not the number of days you see your period. Cycle length is actually the days in between your period, starting from the first day of your period to the day before your next period. I hope that is clear. The first day you see your period to the day before your next period. So that is cycle length. And a normal cycle length should be between 21 to 35 days. Okay, so you know different people have different body compositions, right? So some people may have 21-day cycle length, some may have 35-day cycle length, some may have 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, okay, depending on the person's body. Okay, so different ladies have different cycle lengths. An average of these should be 28 days. So most ladies have 28 days cycle length. Now, anything less than 21 and greater than 35 days is an abnormality, and you need to see your doctor for further assistance. Okay, so that is that about cycle length. So let me make an example of what I mean by cycle length. So remember, I said cycle length is the number of days between your period, starting from the first day of your period to the day before your next period. All right, so let's assume that this is the month of August, this is a calendar, and you see your period on the 3rd of August. So this is the first day, day 1 of your period, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and you see your next period on the 28th. This simply means that this individual has a 25-day cycle length. Okay, this person has a 25-day cycle length. The cycle length is the day of the first day of the period, which is 3rd, to the day before the next period. So the day before the next period is 27th, okay, which is 25 days. So if you count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up till 25, you know that this is a 25-day cycle. Okay, so if the person sees the period on the 3rd and the next one comes on the 28th, that means the person has a 25-day cycle. It's still the same thing if the person sees the period on the 3rd and the next one comes on the 26th, that means the person has a 23-day cycle. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Now, the next thing I will talk about is ovulation. ovulation now. Now, ideally, ovulation is usually 14 days before your next period. Ovulation is usually 14 days before your next period. So let's assume that this is your next period. 14 days before your next period, you can just count back the calendar. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 14 is here. So this is the day you'll be ovulating. Now, ovulation is not precise. It's not precise. So we do what we call plus or minus 2. So if you're doing plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2. Plus or minus 2 simply means that you add 2 days in front and 2 days behind. So plus or minus 2 should be 14, 15, 16. So you have, if you're ovulating on the 14th, so you assume 15, 16 is also part of those days. Then minus 2 will be backwards, 13, 12. So 12, 13. So you can add 12, 13. Okay, so these are the days when you are likely to be ovulating. Okay, so you're likely to be ovulating on the 15th, 16th, 14th, 13th, and 12th. Okay, these are the days you are likely to be ovulating. 14 days from the next period. Okay, now having known that, let's move to fertile window. Now, how do we calculate fertile window? Since you know that the day you are ovulating is 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. What we do normally is that we just add 5 days before this day. We add 5 days before your main ovulation, before the days of ovulation. Now, if we should do that from 12, adding 5 days will be 11, 10th, 9th, 8th, and 7th. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 days. Adding 5 days, we start from 7th. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These days, so from here, from this point, from this point, from this point, all these days here are known as your fertile window. Okay, so on these days, you have high chances of getting pregnant. I hope that is clear. You have high chances of getting pregnant. So these are your fertile window. Now, coming to your safe period. Now, your safe period are days outside the fertile window. Okay, so if these are your fertile window, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, your safe days are 1, 2, 3, 17, and the rest of the days. But we know that the sperm can actually last in the reproductive tract of females for about 3 to 4 days, or 5 as the case may be. That means that even though your fertile window starts from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, all the way to 16th, if you have unprotected sexual intercourse on these days, 6, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, you are likely to still get pregnant, because if you have unprotected sexual intercourse on the 3rd, right, the sperm cells can live as long as 3 to 4 days. So it can live for 1, 2, 3, 4 and get into your real fertile period. So even if you said, I don't want to have sexual intercourse on these days, I would stop here. The sperm in your reproductive tract can actually live for 3 days, 3 to 4 days. So it can live and get into this your fertile period, and fertilization might occur. Okay, so this is how to know your safe period, cycle length, ovulation, and fertile window. Now, I'll just give you a few examples. I'll just give you a few assignments. Now, use your cycle length to calculate your safe period, your fertile window, and your ovulation. Okay. Now, you can do it personally if you want to. If you don't want to drop it in the comment section, if you can drop it in the comment section, there's no problem. Okay. If you have any question as regarding this, you're confused at any point, please drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be there to answer, or you can drop it in my inbox. I'll be there to answer your questions. So that is just a wrap of safe period, cycle length, ovulation, and fertile window. Remember, the cycle length is the days in between your period. Okay, the days in between your period, starting from the first day of your period to the day before your next period. So, thank you very much, and see you in my next video where I'm going to be discussing something very interesting. Okay, so thank you, and do not forget to share, like, and comment. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video.